Mr. Z here. I have posted and I'm deciding to use this thing called Padlet because it has numerous advantages over what we were doing earlier in the year and what we were doing in person. So we have this thing posted in Schoology, and if you're in Bell 4, which has lots of issues, I still emailed to everyone in the current folder. So we are in December 1st. So if we scroll down in Schoology, you will see that there is November 30th has this thing called ZE Padlet. So you click on this link and it brings you to this document. So this one has, it doesn't say first grade here, it's the one for the older kids from fourth grade and up. So what you do, every student should be able to click on the link and go in here. They should be able to comment into the comment section. So by checking in, you can go to Schoology, but I would much prefer you to go into here and prove to me that you went into Padlet and you're doing the work. You will see time stamped. All you need is your name and your bell. You go in, you will be able to see work, and I highlight fourth and eighth grade and up. Don't worry about that stuff. Here is stuff for next week. That's stuff I put at the bottom. I don't really want students to see too much. Here is this thing called the Padlet pretest, which I believe one student that I made this video for mainly did. But if you click in here, you are able to complete within this little pop-up the Google form. All it took, I put the link in here and it automatically puts in this embedded video format. So any student that does it, I will be able to see that they completed this. This stuff over here, this daily exercise log page 2 is not due today. It's due next week. I'm going to cover it, or next class, I mean. So don't worry about that. We're going to scroll down. Here's fourth grade stuff. Don't worry about that. It's just a Google form. Here is our warm up. So if you go into here, we have we have a video we can play, and you will see that it has, when you click on it, you will see this go to direct source. So something cool about going to make sure you pause it, because when you click on here, it will play both of them, and it's annoying. So I click here, and it will take you to this video where you are able to, for the purposes of this assignment, it will be commercials, which is annoying. Usually it's 5 seconds.
Friends would walk up to me.
You go down here. You don't even have to wait for that. If you want to mute it while you're doing this, all you would do is go down here, and certain people put things within timestamps. So you click, oh, I want to do this type of squat. Click on it, and it will take you and scroll up to that location. So the student, for the purposes of this class and this assignment, goes in, selects 5 of these, and it says right here, select 5, you do 5 each, and you grade yourself. So you go into here, you will, if you forget the names, you go in here. There aren't hyperlinks on the pasted thing here, which is upsetting, but you put your name, your bell, and you would put 1, and I did smiley face. Number 2, and you would describe what it is. So I did 1, squat, 2, jump. You can copy and paste. If you want to copy first 5, go for it. Control and paste. But I used to use this thing called the daily exercise log that I'll talk about briefly. But here's the thing for an older kid. Here is this thing for being injured or sick. So if you are injured or sick and you can't participate in my class, because I'm a physical education teacher, you go in here, you copy, you make your own. So go in here, Control C, you go into a Microsoft Word document if you need to, and that's a cool little extension where I can go in and paste this Control V right here, and it should work. Try it again. Copy, Control C, and Control V. Didn't work, by the way. But regardless, you are able to go into here, and there are alternatives. If you are not wanting to do this, where you would describe, you could write your responses inside of here and it would be timestamped, I would recommend that you do the squats if you're not on camera during my class. So you go in here, you do the 5x5 exercise, you would go in, make a post, and it usually goes in weird spots on here, which is something I don't like. But you go into here and you go into the ellipses on the right, and you would either put a picture, a video, what I would prefer you just get a signature from a parent. I think that would make it simpler. Here's just a picture just to show you. Okay, so we did all that. Next, here is this thing called the Tabata timer for the daily exercise log, and here's this tally counter. You don't have to use this. I don't even want to talk about it really. Here's this thing. So you go into here, you would record your name, how many things you did, but you need to go in and write, just like this fourth grader, you need to write some stuff. Jumping jacks, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 2 sets, and she did 48. So that will help you. I would even write a little more, honestly. But once you write this stuff down the first time, it should be better. I'm not sure how many comments it will let you do with Padlet. I have no clue. Don't worry about that stuff. This is a video, how to use Tabata timer. Why do we record stuff? So you can learn, I can help you learn. Here is how to use, if you don't know how to record your Tabata stuff right there. Okay, so that's a lot of information. Let's go next up here. Here's this thing called the tally counter. I'm going to go over it one time. Here's a thing. When you click on it, it will take you here. You have 3 sets of jumping jacks. I want you to keep it anywhere from 1 to 4 minutes of intense exercise, the whole total. So let's go. Say we were doing 10 seconds, 10 seconds. You would have like 6 of these. If you had, you could right here. I like to go. The whole point of this is while you're on a break for the thing that jumps back and forth for the Tabata timer, you go in, click this button for each one, and as you go, first, second, third. Oh, I was able to do 5 jumping jacks in 10 seconds. I was able to do 20. I was able to do 5. I add them up, and I would write on that Padlet, the little moving screen I'm going over, how many you did. It's easy to keep track that way. And if you would like to, you could even save this shot for proof, but I wouldn't go into that. Here's this thing called the Tabata timer. Click on it, it takes you here. I would recommend you make the prepared a very low number, 5 seconds. Working, 5 seconds or 20 seconds of jumping jacks, 10 seconds of rest. You go up and down right here. Cycles, keep that number low. I would say 2 minutes of hard exercise is usually pretty good. Don't worry about the number of Tabatas. So you hit start,
Starting
it jumps
session.
back and forth. It goes from yellow to red to green, I believe. Green is work, and then it will stop automatically and go back to work because you did a few of these sets. So it would go
session.
work, rest, work, rest, work, rest, work, rest, 4 times, back and forth. So you get that done, you're good. Next, we go in here, we do 5. So you go in, you watch this video. It's from you flipping over, and you have 5 tries. If you can't do that, you try a simpler version. But I'll go over that in class tomorrow. I'll do it now. You go on the ground, 1 foot, and you try to rotate 360 degrees on the ground, 1 foot up straight, 1 foot down, and you switch sides. And if you can't do it, either foot of the original challenge in 5 tries. So you would go in, you would record how you did in here. So you'll see that some students wrote anonymous. Don't write anonymous. I'm going to delete those. So make sure you write your name. Christopher, a 4th grader, figured it out. He did in 5 tries, and he got a smiley face. So yeah. So next class, here's a timer if you want to use that. Here's some tips. I put some things in there. Number 2, that's for something for next class, Thursday, I believe, for this student I'm making it for, and parent. you would make a Jamboard. So you go in here, we've done this before, but I'm going to show. You go to a new tab or go to Jamboard. If you type in Jamboard, you have one. If you don't, go into the waffle. You scroll down, and usually it's right here. You can move these, but usually it's down, and it looks like this thing, yellow and orange thing. You click, you make a new thing. Here is my challenge. That should take about 1 minute. 3 sheets of paper. I have 2 sets of them, so 6 total sheets of paper. Rip them, rip them, rip them. So there's 9. You rip them 3 times. Keep flipping in half. So there's 9 sheets. You stack them. You try to rip that. How many you could rip in 1 minute? If you can't rip those total, you take off one. Try it again. And then you grade yourself. So within here, and then as the number 3 challenge, so you go in and all you do in Jamboard, so Jamboard's this drawing cool thing. I can't draw like this and Padlet. Go to share and you would hit copy link. So you'll see this black thing come up. Make sure it says change it. Make it sure it says click this caret. That's called anyone with the link. You go into this Jamboard. You hit. I don't think you hit paste. Oh yeah, all you do is Control V, or you can. Let me see if this works too. Delete post. It will ask you if you want to delete. Here is. It won't even let you paste on this board. So if you go over here, hit new, you could link it in here and paste, right click, paste, or Control plus V at the same time. So let me show you that. Control V. You'll see on my scene, bottom left control button on the keyboard, and V, you're pasting it right there. You hit save. I'm not going to do that. It goes onto the screen. So you would make your own, and then number 3, you do someone else's. Don't worry about the rest of the stuff. That's next week. If you have any questions, ask me over here in the comment section. If you have a meeting with me, set up an appointment over here. That's my meeting. It's actually going on right now. And here is my schedule with the Google document schedule in here, which is pretty nice. Thank you, and get the assignment done. Thank you.